Sorry I'm late, guys. I got writing a letter to my sister-in-law, and I forgot the time. I forgot the time. How's it going? Let me just see if I can tilt that a little bit. Let me say hi to everybody. Give me 2 seconds to do something here, folks, and then I'll come back and say hi to everybody. Oh, come on, don't do this to me. Let me just hit this for a second and see if it'll let me edit it. No, it's not going to let me do that. Rotten bugger, eh? Oh, it won't let me edit it because it's live, I guess. Hang on a second, folks. Give me 2 seconds here. How am I going to do this? Nope, it's not going to let me. Let me try one more time. Yeah, it won't let me. So it's not going to be public at all today. How's everybody doing? I'm in a fibro flare. I literally just got out of bed at noon. And unfortunately, the extra rest didn't do me any good. So, oh, wait a second. I gotta find the chat here. Oh, that's why it wouldn't let me do it. This thing's on another channel. Oh, give me a second, folks. Give me a second. 88,800 subscribers. Woo-hoo-hoo, we're getting there. Not that it's all ever been about the amount of subscribers. Maybe back in the beginning, but not now. I'm content with my YouTube family, and if more people want to join, that's awesome. I can't see the chat, so just give me a second here. I want to post this as public just for a second. Please do not share it. I'm going to post it as public just for a minute so that if anybody gets a notification, they can get it right now. So as soon as my changes are saved, I'm going to go back over and make it unlisted in a minute. How's it going? I could be reading the chat, but okay, there. That's all. It's just hopefully what that does is it allows people to get in that who are subscribed will get a notification, like an email notification or an app notification or whatever the notification is. And as for my new website, I'm not sure I'm going to keep it. Because if people are still getting notified from my uploads, then it means I've went and paid good money for a website that I don't actually need. So, hey, let me say hi to everybody. All right. Seashell. Now, this will only show your name if you've made a comment, right? So, I mean, it shows 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 4, probably 20 people here, but I know there's 32 watching. So, Seashell, Carol McKinney, Granny Frammy, Lena K, Lori McKenzie, Melody Ray, c'est moi, Paula Under Pressure, and Paula123, Sarah Young, Sean B, Stephen Seedfeld, Susan Bass, Terry Ann White Bowling. All right, let me go back to here and let me pop my chat out so that it's bigger and easier for me to see. And make sure you're on live chat, not top chat. Okay. I can't go back and read all the comments I missed, so I'm just going to start where I am, which is Seashell saying, hey, Bev. Paula, it's okay. You know what? You know what? Life is what it is. And I could be in a lot worse shape. Trust me. I visited my brother, who's just 2 years older than me, when we were on vacation, and it was heartbreaking. And he's only 2 years older than me, right? So, I mean, I said to Howie, on our way back, he says, "Geez, your brother's doing okay, but holy smokes, every time we see him, he's getting worse." And I said, "Howie, he's only 2 years older than me." Because my brother Bob looks like he's snow white, beard and hair, and walking with a cane and constantly in pain, and he's almost totally blind. But for the grace of God, that could be me, right? Sorry, get a little emotional there. You know what? Look what I have. Look, oops, they're dripping. Look what I have. Now, hi, Bev, sneaking in at work. Hi, Kim. Now, did you get notified through YouTube? Hands up. Put a hand up, literally a hand icon, if you got notified through YouTube. All right? Doesn't matter if it's Patreon or Facebook. I want to see hands for the people who got notified just now through YouTube. While I do the good medication. Afternoon, Bev. Working the hell out of the dryer. Oh, the dehydrator. Oh, yeah, I bet you are. It could always be worse. That's right. Afternoon, Autumn Gypsy. You know what? Today I'm taking the day off. I'm going to make. Are you talking to me? What was that? Somebody was over there going, because she didn't get her share. No, we got to do the right. Oh, mommy. Oh, let me see your ears. I gave him a good cleaning. Hang on a second. Oh, that's a baby. She's a mommy, darling. She's a mommy girl. And her mommy loves her oh, so much. Not on my neck. Use the fabric, please. Oh, gotcha, your back. Oh, my God. God, I've never seen a dog love her back scratched so much. Oh, my goodness. Is that it? Don't I get a kiss? No, I want a real kiss, please. Thank you. Oh, watch the nails. Okay, now I got to show you. Remember when she hurt her thumbnail coming out of the pool? I guess you can't see it, but it finally came off, and she's working on keeping it. Baby. So hi, everybody. Say hi. Look over there, Gracie. Who's that? Say hello. Say hello. All right, you don't see anybody there. All right, sweetheart. You go lay down now. Go on. Go lay down. You got a YouTube notice. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. Because I only put that public for what, guys? A minute? And that means people are coming in, and then I made it on. Oh my God. Is it not unlisted? Hang on a second. I'll be right back. I just want to make sure. Because it says it's not. It says it's public. All right. Ooh, I thought I put it back to listed, and I didn't. Unlisted. So now it's unlisted. It's now unlisted. Why is it now unlisted? So nobody else can come in except those who get the YouTube notification. And if trolls or spam bots come in, I will stop doing that. Excuse me. And my worker. Your worker? Who's your worker? Don't know how to do the hand, but I did. Don't know how to do the hand. Okay, excellent. So, give me a second, guys. I'm in a lot of pain. Hey, Alan Chin, how's it going? Excellent, excellent. You know what, guys? Let me know in an email at connectedheartsfamily@gmail.com whether or not you think I should keep the website, because it is extra work, right? Oh, really? And she's subscribed as well. Okay. Okay, excellent, excellent. I just realized now that it was public for this whole first part. So I'm really glad I caught it. I looked down and it didn't say unlisted. So I'm glad I caught it when I did. But that means anybody who's subscribed will get an email notification or a notification on their phone or something telling them I'm live. So, well, okay. Okay. So if everybody's getting notices, that means I can make it public for a few minutes and before the troll and not share it. Don't share it, folks, because it's unlisted. You leave the sharing up to me until after it goes public, okay? Because this is what I did. I made it unlisted and then I went live and then I posted it. I didn't share it. I just went into my thing and I made it public for what? Less than 5 minutes. And then I made it unlisted again. So only those people who are A, on my Patreon, B, and the Connected Hearts Facebook page, or C, got a notification from YouTube are the only people in here. So please don't share the link. If the link gets shared and we get spam bots or anything else in here, then this experiment will be at an end. Yes, I don't really call her a worker, a friend. Okay. Hey, another Lori. Ignore the woman behind the pink fan. Thank you. It is so cold here. We had to shut all. It's been raining. That's probably another thing, but it's also the amount of canning I've had to do. I'm not nowhere near done. Speaking of canning, I'll be at these beans in a minute. I'm not canning these beans. These are from my garden, okay? Hey, Alan Chen, Paula Bowie, under pressure, pushing down on me. Give me a second. I'm almost at the singing point. When I get to the singing point, I can talk. The singing point means that the pain is manageable. I can barely move. I can barely move. I mean, literally took me almost an hour to get here. It's cold. It's cold. Hang on. I got 3 more puffs. 1. Okay, I cheated. I took 3 in that one. Alrighty. No, not beans. Yes, beans. There it is. I usually have like a tea towel or something here in case I'm working at my desk while I visit you guys. These have been rinsed. Oops. So yesterday, I threw a little roast beef in the New Wave. It didn't go well. It was delicious and edible, but it didn't really go well. I didn't film it anyway. So I'll film tonight's supper. I'm going to use the leftover because it's nice and rare. I'm going to use the leftover roast beef in a bow tie stir fry. So, yeah. Oh, well, Steven, holy crap. You do enough work for 3 people, man. It'd be 3 of me. So, anyway, I had potatoes and it also helps when you're dehydrating. I got to tell you this, when you're dehydrating something like beans, it helps that that you don't leave them full length because they'll be harder to dehydrate, right? Hey, Furby, how's it going? So I prefer the cold. It's the damp I can't stand. Damp and humidity, 2 things that I have a really hard time with. But anyway, so I had these potatoes and this little roast I was going to do on the New Wave, and I was going to open a freshly canned jar of beans, and I went, why would I open a jar of beans? I probably got some on the pole beans out there. So I went out, because remember, I've left my last, 4 bean beds are now going to seed, right? I'm leaving them. And I have 2 pumpkins and a summer squash. Or spaghetti squash. So, Hey, Yarn Prepper. So I went outside and I had a whole bunch of beans like this on my pole beans. I've never seen a bean like that before. But I mean, I had a whole bunch of mixed beans that people have sent me and I just threw. As long as they were pole beans, they went in. Sorry. I really shouldn't eat on camera. So I thought, I bet you I can get enough beans for supper from what's on the climbers. It's something about raw, great, fresh green beans, man. There, sorry about that. Me being all rude and eating on camera. And I found these beetles, and they're really weird, and they're all over my beans, but piss on them. I think Howie's going to put up my beetle thing tonight. Freeze what for banana bread? I got lucky, 3-pack of Clorox wipes and a can of Keystone pork. Make your own Clorox wipes. Make your own Clorox wipes. You know, do thin cotton or flannel, put them in a tub, and, you know, put a 50-50 mix of bleach and water. Make your own. So anyway, I went out to pick. And it's a good thing I had deep pockets because I didn't take a bowl. I just figured I'd get a handful, right? Well, I got a handful and I had to put them in my pocket. And then I got another handful and I had to put them in my pocket. So I'm thinking I better go out back and check that little... Remember I did the second planting? When I pulled up the leeks, I threw a second planting of beans in. The ones that came off the pole beans that looked like this, we ate for supper last night. I can't remember the last time I had actual cooked fresh green beans. So what I did is I got the water boiling and I salted it. And then I threw my beans in. And when they were just fork tender, not cooked, right? Because we're used to canned green beans, right? Not cooked, but just fork tender. Then I strained them, drop them back in the pot with a knob of butter and some garlic powder and give them a quick saute. And Howie's like, ooh, I'm not used to beans having like texture and stuff. I said, I know, eh? And he goes, well, you know, I said, I was going to use canned beans. So you know that he's going to want another feed of green beans, which is fine because we got it looks like we're going to have lots of, because I did the experiment this year. I canned the beans from the farmer's market, but I'm dehydrating the house beans, but we're still getting a feed out of these too. You posted wipes on the Facebook group. There you go. Yeah, fresh green beans are the best. Made green beans with onions, red potatoes, and bacon. Is that like all one thing? Tonight I have leftover roast. I have some peppers that are going soft. So I'm going to make a beef stir fry over organic bow tie pasta. You threw bacon in. I've heard that. A lot of people put bacon in with the green beans, but like when they're canning it, but then you're supposed to can it as meat, and that's a lot of cooking on those beans. Chopping peppers for the dehydrator and putting the first batch in the jar. Yeah, when I get off here, I got to do the peppers because I'm doing some spaghetti sauce too, which means I have to, you know, go through those peppers. Oh, that's a piece of leaf. So, a one-pot wonder. Not a problem, Alan. Not a problem. Yeah, I have a feeling this winter's going to be a wicked one. And so, you know what? See that big Walmart box behind me? That's my Christmas shopping. I ordered everybody their stuff, their standard stuff, the socks, underwear, pajama bottoms, that kind of thing, right? And I'll probably get them Amazon cards or something. But I like the idea of an Amazon card more than a like a Visa card, because if you give somebody a prepaid Visa card for like $40 or something, then they have a tendency to use it on, necessary things. Whereas if you give someone like an Amazon card or a Walmart card, they got to spend, well, they can spend it on necessities at Walmart too, but you can go, it makes them go through stuff to look for. And they actually, it's buy yourself a gift. You know what I mean? Pints of bread and butter, 16 pints. We don't eat that much of them. So when I cook the beans, not can with it. I know some people put bacon in the canning, but then and they don't bother canning it as meat, and that's dangerous, right? I saw your video on the side BR. What's a side BR? Hey, Donna Holland, how's it going? Right, right. So, anyway, again, I ordered my Mucinex because the last time I ordered it, I got my cough medicine, but I didn't get my Mucinex, right? They refunded me my money. Well, I just went through that whole box, no Mucinex. I went there to order the Mucinex and stayed to finish my Christmas shopping. Bread and butter pickles, so they will be Christmas gifts. Oh, well, there you go. Prepaid, yeah, exactly. You get a lot of snow there. Depends. We've had green Christmases here. But yeah, we usually get, quite a bit of snow. I don't go out much in the winter. And it's not because I can't drive in the snow. I repeat, it's not because I can't drive. I'm one of those people who sees fresh powder and goes in the parking lot behind Giant Tiger and does the first couple of, donuts in the snow just so I get the feel of it for the winter, the upcoming winter. Yeah, I'm not afraid to drive in it. It's walking in it to and from the truck. It's the constant threat of slipping on the running boards as I'm getting in and out. You know what I mean? So winter, I try and stay really close to home. Leftover tomatoes. Hi, Bev. Dehydrating leftover tomatoes after canning. There you go. Good job. How's it going, digging with Deej? Jimmy Event. Donna, I made bread and butter and they did not turn out as good. Would you share your recipe? Hey, Angel. How's it going, sweetheart? So, yeah, it's a good thing to leave it on. Please, folks, now, if you came here from YouTube, please do not share this link until after it's gone public. I left it public when I first opened. I left it public for about 5 minutes so you would all get your notifications. But then I made it unlisted again to keep out spam bots and trolls. Okay. So if more people come in, moderators, please, please repeat the message now and again. Fibro flare means fibro fog too, folks. I'm on top chat. Isn't that awful? Oh, wait. And my chat isn't even popped out again. All right. Hang on a second here. Leave that. Give me a second here. Give me frigga dig. What am I doing here? Let me do this. Pop out chat. Bring it back over and be back on live. Let me just... Oh, I'm having some technical difficulties. I'll be right back. Okay, it's still marked as unlisted because I wasn't sure what I did there. Pop out. Come on, come on. Live chat. There we go. No, I'm not public. Joe Mama, I'm not. If you got a notification, it's because I opened it up publicly without sharing the link. I opened it up publicly for 5 minutes to allow those folks to get notifications who could. I'm not public. As soon as I was aware that there were people coming in from a YouTube notification, then I just went back to unlisted. So no, I am not public. If you refresh your page, you'll see I'm unlisted. Hey, Chrissy Rubino. Where's Tony DeLuca today? That made me think of Tony. Hey, Vincent Pellegrino. Any ideas for mini sweet peppers? I have 2 bags to use up, and I don't have a dehydrator. Pickle them. Are they sweet peppers or hot peppers? But you can pickle them. You can pickle them if you don't have a dehydrator. You can just, make a dill brine, a dill and garlic brine, pour it over them in a hot sterilized jar, just like you would any other pickle. Just don't soak them. Just make sure you wash them and cut the top off and take the seeds out, or they'll make it bitter. I saved my green bean ends this morning. Can't wait until I have enough veg scraps to make your broth. I'm telling you, that broth, that video you saw today, that was the last 4 cups of broth. Oh, I got enough for a tray for the dehydrator. That was the last 4 cups of broth that I couldn't get into a quart. Well, I could have gotten it into a quart jar, but there was no more room in the last canner. So it's like supper, right? Tony's birthday today. He might be busy with family. Well, we'll wait. We'll get a second, and then we'll see. Hey, Della Smalley, how's it going? Remember, don't share this link, folks, because once I made sure you guys were getting email notifications or YouTube notifications, I posted it unlisted to keep the trolls out. This may be the new way to do things for us. Is it possible to can cabbage rolls, or should I freeze them? You can't can them because they have rice in them. So yeah, freeze them. I would get yourself some of those aluminum foil pans that you can buy at the dollar store, line it with parchment, lay a meal's worth in there, put the lid on, and boom, freeze. Oh, I missed a bean. So just came in. Hey, Furia, how's my girl? How you doing, sweetheart? It was good to talk to you yesterday. How you feeling today? I will pickle and put a video on my Mr. Vince channel. Okay, Mr. Vince. Put your link in here for your channel so that, those who want to check you out, your videos out, can do so. All righty. Beans for the dehydrator. I know it's only 1 tray, but every tray gives me another layer. And I am determined to fill my dehydrator jar of beans with only garden beans from my garden, because then I know what's organic. And then you know what I mean? And not necessarily what's organic, but then I know how much my garden gave me this year. So the beans are ready to be blanched and go on the dehydrator. Tomorrow's video, once I have the bean jars full, the bean jar full from my garden, like once my beans are completely done, like the 4 bean beds I have, the purple and the yellow and the gray, there wasn't that many yellow, I'm letting them go to seed so that I have beans for next year. And I'll get a few pickings off the pole beans, and then they will be allowed to go to seed, because next year I'm expanding my pole beans to double. But I want to make sure that I'm getting enough beans for my pantry from my own garden. I think I planted too many seeds in the bush bean boxes. Bev, did you talk to me, T? No, I haven't yet. I went to bed in a fibro flare at 8 o'clock last night and have not been able to do anything since. So I'll be lucky today to blanch these beans and put them on the dehydrator, reboil my current jelly that didn't set. Yeah, it's fine. It's still in the jars. It's still sealed. I just have to get to it. Unload and load the dishwasher and make supper. That's my day. Tomorrow's video will probably be about a leftover makeover meal, which will be the stir-fry beef, because it's still red in the center. I made it rare and just cut off the more cooked parts for supper last night, and I left it rare so that it would be more juicy in a refry stir-fry tonight, or in a makeover meal. I gotta go and help my friend. Sorry, I gotta cut it short. Love y'all. Take care, Alan. The hell with giving blood. I want to stay with all of you. Well, sweetheart, we'll be here when you get back. Not necessarily live, but there'll be the replay, sweetheart. You'll be fine. Yeah, please remember, do not share the link until after the live stream has gone public. Because even though you got a public notification if you came from YouTube, it's now unlisted. Once I realized people were getting notifications, I shut it back to unlisted so that we would have no trouble in the chat. So unless a troll comes in through that way as a subscriber, and then I would have an issue with that. But I'm hoping they're leaving us alone, right? Found chives that were hiding in the flower bed. Oh, what a bonus. Oh, my poor onion garden. I'm going to see I'm going to send Howie out there soon with a bucket and to pick most of the walking onion seeds. And then I'm going to dry them out and I might add them into my 100,000 subscriber giveaway. Because there's a lot of people saying, I can't get my hands on walking onions. Walking onions are kind of like a future investment. You plant them in a bed, right? You plant them in a bed that you don't mind being overrun in 3 years with onions. And then, or 2 years. I did it. I let mine go 2 years. But this year I'm going to give away some of the seeds if anybody wants them. Honey, you got to go do your blood. Is it normal for water to have a brownish tint after canning green beans? Well, honey, that's, the beans, a lot of their color gets cooked into the water, right? Whenever you can something like beans, I found Arthur used to drink the water. He loves bean water. Why? Because it's got all the flavor, right? So yeah, your water's going to change color. Just like your garlic will change color and have blue tints on them when you're making pickles. It's a chemical reaction, or it's the idea of, not the idea, it's the vegetable, some of the nutrients in the vegetable being cooked into the water. Because remember, you're cooking them in the jar. My onions haven't done much this year either, Dreama. Not at all. Bev, I got gifted golden zucchini to dehydrate for bread. Do I mini chop it or shred it? I would shred it. And guess what? You don't even have to rehydrate it when you put it in the bread. Just make sure that you use oil instead of butter in your zucchini bread. Okay. If you want to add like a couple of tablespoons of boiling water to your shredded zucchini, but don't like really, really, really soak it, because zucchini bread's really heavily moist anyway. So if this will help dry it up a little bit, actually. If green beans go bad, it is very evident, has a white foam and smells. Yeah, beans will have a light amber color to the water, depending on the color of the beans, right? Some of my beans, if I had the water would have been darker if I had been canning purple beans, because they go green in the blanching process, so they would go green in the jar, but the water would change color a little bit. Hey, Super Hazer, how's it going? You're welcome, Joe Mama. Please pay no attention to the woman behind the fan. She's in a lot of pain in the middle of a fibro flare. And just sitting here is causing pain. So somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me. Sorry, folks, I'm rough today. Where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why? Then oh, why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why? Oh, why can't I? Yeah, my voice is rough. Oops. Forgot where I was for a second. This is my lucky day. The hospital has a bunch of cop cars. Can't do my blood for 2 hours. Woo-hoo! That's called horseshoes. Trying remember how to crochet. I can crochet, but it's by eye. I've only taught how to do chains and attach things and make corners and stuff, but I don't know what it's called. I wouldn't be able to read a pattern if you paid me. Well, I have to see where I am with my medication. So I'm at the singing point, so I can put it out in a minute. Well, thank you. There it is. There it is. All right, I'm a little bit more comfortable now. Just give me a second. Oh. Bev, what do you think about canning leftover pickle juice for the next time? No, I wouldn't do that. If you want to, I don't see why not. But the pickles that they were cooked in, if you want to can it and save it for something else, great. But you've already used it. A lot of the flavor and stuff has already gone into the pickle. Okay? So you may not get the right acidity to make pickles if you reuse the pickle juice. Does that make sense? But if you want to can it and then keep it in your fridge for things like a, quarter cup and potato salad or something next summer, that's fine too. Right? But I'm pretty sure if you've got pickles, you're going to have pickle juice. So thank you, honey. Your birthday's on Sunday. Oh, well, then make sure you come on Sunday. My live isn't showing up in your feed. Well, Healing Fibers, it's because I'm unlisted. I only left it public for 5 minutes to allow people to get notifications before I put it back unlisted. So please don't share this link. Well, see, I've done that. Refrigerator pickles. Like I threw some chopped celery that I had left over into a jar of pickle brine, and threw it in the fridge. And Howie goes, "Is that water or pickle juice you got those celery sticks in?" I said, "Try one." He said, "Oh, that's pickle juice." Well, there you go, Susan Bass. Leftover pickle juice makes a great marinade for beef and pork. We are talking the vinegar pickles, right? Not sweet and sour, or not sweet pickles. Well, that's something I'm going to have to check out. Oh, your birthday's Sunday too, Mama Cat. So we're going to have a few of them. Da, 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 da. Yes, the vinegar pickles. Okay. Spritz popcorn with pickle juice. Used to 5 months ago. I missed something there. Patricia Fury. I dehydrate everything. Get out of the way. She dehydrates everything. I swear to God, my kids must say, Arthur has an idea, and I'm going to ask them, but I think I might buy them a pressure canner for Christmas. I bought them a dehydrator a couple of years ago, and I think I'm going to gift them those extra trays. Maybe, I don't know. Um, Pickle juice is good to marinate your chicken before frying. Really? Hey, Gene Phillips, how's it going? Birthday alert, birthday alert. Martinez H's birthday is today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Martina. Happy birthday to you and many more. Thank you, Terry. So yeah, did you like my thumbnail today? Undying love. That's the pic. That's the. It's actually a joke, but I mean, you know what? There's no such thing as, you know, kidding around. So when I said whatever it was, the exchange was. Briar goes, if you bring me something to eat, you'll have my undying love. So I said, throw some chips in a bag and I'll grab some chips while I'm there. He just gets them and takes my card and pays for them because it's like 5 feet from my truck door to the cash register, right? And he put that little note in the bag of chips, undying love, right? So it may have been a joke, but it's in purple marker, and my son wrote that and he put a heart on it, so I'm keeping it. I'll frame it. I have 2 Nesco dehydrators with 12 trays each. Wow. You're welcome, Martina. Happy birthday, darling. The Wilkie Homestead. Still always amazed at how much some products go down when dehydrated. Over 6 pounds of zucchini filled a quart jar perfectly. Wow. Yeah. I don't mind I wouldn't mind a Excalibur, but I really don't have the space for it. I'm starting to think of moving my office into my pantry and putting all the other stuff that isn't needed in the pantry, like the little fridge and one of the shelving units, like taking that, my 2 freezers are already out in the porch and there's a big wooden cabinet, right there. So I'm thinking of, moving stuff out there and moving this desk into the end of my pantry where my window will then be on the left, right? And making this just a full-on craft room because I'm not getting my work done because my office interferes, right? I love my Nescos, though. I really do. Father Tim will be here and... Oh, okay, that's not for me. Okay. I still haven't gotten an email from Father Tim, eh? Bev, Father Tim. Yeah, I saw that. Who's Father Tim? Is he here? Looking for dehydrator. Any advice on what to look for, size, brand, accessories? Oh, Vicky Salami. You have my full attention and my full, not advice, but experience, okay? My cousin Dee Dee has an Excalibur. I'm pretty sure she was actually going to buy herself a freeze dryer. And I used it once and I loved it, but you know what? I like my Nesco A because it's usually like half the price. And B, the fruit leather trays are actually have lips on them so that when you pour liquid in, you're not going to spill it. They're easier to store because you don't have the box part to store. This, it all breaks down so you can actually store it on a shelf. And two or three most really important points about why I love my Nesco. All right. The motor and the fan are in the lid. So you're not, no matter how careful you are, if the motor and the fan are in the floor of your dehydrator, they've got to have a heat vent, and that's going to get liquid in it, and it's eventually going to short out. Okay? Enough said. So you want the heat and the fan to be in the lid, and you need a thermostat. Okay? So that you can adjust it according to herbs, fruit and vegetables, meat, whatever the case may be, nuts. All right. That's why I love the Nesco. And I'll be giving away one when I hit 100,000 subscribers. I'll be giving away one. I haven't decided what else I'm going to give away, but let's hope I hit it before Christmas. Wouldn't that be fun to do a giveaway just before Christmas? Dehydrators. I'll give you my, what's the matter, Grace? I will give you my favorite thing Amazon page. She's sleeping and she's chasing rabbits. I'll give you, where's my chat? There it is. Do you make beef jerky? No, I don't. I don't see the point. I honestly don't see the point. Unless you're going to use it for soups or something. It's like, oh, I'll just throw beef jerky and broth and stuff all together. It'd be soup. Right? But no, I've never made. Bev, I can use another dehydrator. Ha! Honey, you already be a dehydrating fool. Didn't you just say you had 2 with 12 trays each? I'm lucky if I have 12 trays total. So I'm going to have to order more. I need to start overworking my Presto so I can have an excuse for a Nesco. Nesto. Okay, I'm not sure I followed that. Why overworking your canner so you can get a dehydrator? What excuse do you need? You don't need an excuse. This is food preservation for the winter months. This is a very traditional thing that we've gotten away from over the last 100 years. All right? I mean, no, not even the last 100, the last 50 years. Food preservation stopped being a thing when everything became available in the stores year round, and we were encouraged to live paycheck to paycheck. Your dehydrator is a Presto. Does it have the fan in the lid? Does it have a thermostat? Okay. Does it have a thermostat, and is the heat element and the fan in the lid? Because if it is, it doesn't matter what it's called as long as it works like a Nesco. Funny story. I bought my Excalibur by selling dishcloths. Really? Wow. Bev, did you harvest the potatoes from your garden yet? No. And it's not happening this weekend either because Howie has to enlarge the turkey run, or they're not going to grow until we can we can't fatten them up unless they have room to fatten up, right? And he has to do that. He's painting box sides for one of our adopted kids. He's doing the truck work, some box sides. I might do a video on that again. By the way, he needs a shop. He needs as much as I love my parkland for a place to sit around a fire, I don't do it that often. It's a nice place for people but he needs a shop because that barn, there's beams that are too low and he can't get full vehicles in and stuff like that. So, Bev, so no, I haven't harvested the potatoes yet. That'll be next weekend because they're still green. Like the plants are dying back, but yeah, they're still growing. So. Lids are getting out of control in price. Well, because, COVID-19 has given everybody the excuse they need to jack up prices and withhold shit. I have ordered Mucinex from Walmart twice, and it hasn't arrived. Twice I've ordered it. Just got a new All-American and I'm terrified to use it. Never canned myself before, but I've been watching many videos and will try this weekend. Just remember your Vaseline gasket. Just a little bit of Vaseline on your finger and go around the edge so that you get a really good seal. You have the Cadillac of canners, baby. You've got the Rolls Royce of canners. Read the instructions. Don't just watch videos. Not everybody on YouTube knows what they're talking about. Trust me. Okay? So read the instructions, then watch the video. Okay? Fibro flares. Yeah, tell me about it. My old rooster is on its last legs. Bought 9 tray Excalibur. Love it. Proofed bread in it yesterday. Right after finishing off a 24-hour run. Oh, wow. Dehydrate a case of nectarines. It's full again. Oh my God. On bottom, I think. First time for me to dehydrate. Okay. I'm reading the wrong ones. You're welcome. You're quite welcome, honey. Just remember, it's a tool. Okay? It can only screw up if you screw it up. So just read the instructions. Follow the instructions. Simple, right? Then watch the videos. But if the videos don't jive with the instructions, always follow the instructions first. I found a 22-quart Presto canner and 100 jars. Woo! Good job. What's $50 locally? They're not shipping till November. Read the instructions and then reread 2 more times. Thank you, Terry White. I found 288 lids on Amazon for $79. Golden Orchard brand. Never had a problem with them. Send me the link for that, Joe Mama. Or in Messenger maybe. My girlfriend gave me an All-American canner and I can't use it. Not tall enough for my stove. You're not tall enough? That's what stools are for. Have you ever watched The Italian Grandma? She's just this little wee half pint thing and she gets up on stools and big pots and oh, Patricia. I didn't even see who I was talking to there. Sorry, darling. Okay. I had 2 All-American pressure canners. I never even got them out of the box. I ended up giving them away. Somebody gave them to me as a gift, and I gave one away because that was the stipulation that she was going to send me one, but she was sending one for me to give away as well. And I never used the other one for the simple reason is as long as my canners work, why would I open a brand new one? Save it for when I need it. And then I realized I was being greedy and I gave it away. Online, I believe. I can't get on a stool. I know, sweetheart. I feel really stupid after reading your name. Hey, Carrie Ramsey. I'm doing good, darling. How are you? My granddaughters get on stools to help cook. Well, Patricia can't. And that's why I feel kind of stupid at the moment. Joe Mama, do you want to sell it, Patricia? If so, exchange emails so that, maybe you want to sell it, right? I know you don't have legs. Oh my God, Patricia. Make me feel even worse. Why do you not can in a half-gallon jar? What would I can in a half-gallon jar? I do. I canned all my dill pickles in half-gallon jars and my sliced ones in quarts. But what would I can in a half-gallon jar? Seriously. There's only 2 of us here. I also got a propane burner, do it yourself outside. My husband said it will blow up the house. I know, honey, it's not for me. I know. Okay, you're under pressure to get crap done. Under pressure! Pushing down on me. Take care, Paula Bowie. if nobody gets that joke between us. Us short people, wheelchair bound, need a short stove. Yeah. Yeah, a propane burner like on legs would be the actual ideal if you and you could get Richard to lift it on and off, right? Um Hey, well, I'm glad. I'm glad. Just don't share this link with anybody, okay? Because until I left it public for 5 minutes to give all you guys your notifications, and then I made it unlisted again, and it's not to go public until after YouTube deems it's advertiser friendly. Um, Last Monday, I got a KitchenAid mixer with 2 mixing blades and dough hook for $20 at an estate sale. Oh my God. And how old is that KitchenAid? Because if it's pre 1980s, it's a workhorse. Because there was some time, I think it was in the 1980s, please double check. KitchenAid sold their line. It wasn't KitchenAid. The KitchenAid line was made by Hobart. And Hobart is who makes all the big industrial mixers that Steven Seedfeld will tell you that I just drool over, even though I would have no need for them, right? But they sold their KitchenAid line to Whirlpool. Everybody knows how I feel about Whirlpool. So, check and see somewhere on the base. Like if it's newer, great. But check and see if it's an older model, then you've got something that is priceless. Anything pre-1980, I believe. Hobart. Hobart. Hobart's the name, man. Hobart's the name. E. Henderson. My aunt's canned tomato juice. Okay, wait a second. Back up. Back up. Why? Okay, your aunt's canned tomato juice. But I was told not to use them. What, half-gallon jars? Why not? If you can get them to the right temperature in a boil bath canner, or it's not actually hot in here. It's just a habit when I have this to do this. Woot, I just looked. The one I was given is a Hobart. Now I'm super happy. There you go. And you heard it here. Who gave me? Noreen years ago gave me that information, right? I mean, somebody sent me a picture of a really old KitchenAid, like 1930s or 40s. And I just went, and they said, I found this at a yard sale for $10 or something. I just about shit my pants. It's like, wow, I would give my eye teeth for a Hobart KitchenAid. I really would. Ball says only use half-gallon jars for juices. Okay. Well, maybe it's because you wouldn't be able, maybe it's a viscosity thing. Maybe you wouldn't be able to get the heat all the way into the center of the jar. So. I'll be right back. It is almost time for me to get off here. Even though tomorrow my stuff renews itself on my data renews. Wait a second. How is my picture, guys? How is my picture? What is exactly why? Oh, okay. Thank you, Terry White. Yeah, only juices. Now, but I do pickles because I don't boil bath can my pickles, and the jars are hot, and and I never have a problem. But for things like pickles or stuff like that, it's fine. But I mean, not like, because that's really, really high acid, but juices only. Yeah. Well, that's because I'm on Wi-Fi. I can barely see my dish for all the tree growth Howie's got to cut down. Woohoo! Model made no later than 1979. Hobart. There you go. You just got a priceless KitchenAid. Priceless. Because Whirlpool is crap, and they started replacing all the parts with parts from China. And if you notice, my KitchenAid the off switch no longer works. I have to unplug and plug it back in. Okay? You got something priceless. You treat it with care. Not much buffering today. Okay, good. Good. Hey, Sands, not bad. We are at the hour mark, folks. So I'm going to have to say goodbye. Not goodbye. Not goodbye. Okay. Au revoir until tomorrow. But for all those who care to, and this you are not obligated, but for all those who care to, please help me close with a spiritual hug for our planet today. This is a non-denominational plea to the higher power of your understanding. I choose to call my higher power God, but don't let that stop you from adding your positive energy to gotta be worth something, right? Right? So take a nice, we pray for everybody, Angel. Thank you for putting it in the chat. All right. Please don't share this link until after I've made it public and you see it on my Facebook, okay? Hey, God, it's us. Thank you, God, for me being able to get out of bed today. That's all I got to say about that. Thank you for that. Hey, God, we come here every day and we uplift and we support and we share information with each other and we pray for each other. And it's a beautiful place to gather, God. At least it is for me. It's the best part of my day. Except, of course, when Howie comes home from work. And I feel the love and I feel the support, God. And I hope my YouTube friends and family feel it too, because we're all in this together. We may not be all in the same boat, God, but we know we're all weathering the same storm right now. But God, there's a lot of people out there who don't know you're there for them, or don't understand that faith is open to everyone. Or maybe they had faith and were disappointed because they didn't understand that sometimes when we ask for things, the answer has to be no. But if you bring us to it, God, we know you'll bring us through it. But not everybody understands that. So for all the people that are alone or afraid or rejected, neglected, addicted, diseased, in pain, fighting battles that we can't understand, we lift them up to you, God. Let the sunshine of your love smile down upon them as we bring them through the clouds to you. For those are the people who cannot pray for themselves. We pray. And for all of us who gather every day, thank you, God, for bringing such wonderful positive energy into my life on a daily basis. It lifts me up. And I hope it lifts us all up. In your name, we pray. Amen. Namaste. Miigwech. Shalom. Peace be with you. Blessed be. Merry meet. Whatever your salutation is, let it be spoke with love. Because putting out the energy has to do something, right? I love you guys. Have a great day. And thank you so much again for being here. Mwah! All things being equal and ordinary, we'll see you tomorrow. God bless.